Aztecs let one slip away on the road, falling to 1-3 with a 22-21 loss to Central Michigan. Hello and welcome to this postgame edition of Aztecs All In. I'm Weiner along with Steve Perez. So unlike the last two games when the Aztecs defense struggled in the second half, that wasn't the case in this one. Aztecs led at the half 21-13, and except for one long Central Michigan drive in the third quarter, played exceptional defense in the second half, but couldn't score any points. And credit Central Michigan for a key fourth down conversion near the end and getting in range for the winning 46-yard field goal by Tristan Matson. There were some fantastic individual efforts, including Trey White with 3 sacks before he left the game. But the Aztecs done in by 2 missed field goals down the stretch. Let's welcome in and say hello to Steve Perez. Hey, Steve.
Yeah, Lewis. After such a hard-fought game, not much you can say after having to take an L on the missed field goals, except there's a game on Saturday against Hawaii, and it's a conference game, so it's a chance to start up with a clean slate.
Rough start for the San Diego State defense in the first quarter on 2nd and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Central Michigan quarterback Joe Labus finds tight end Gavin Harris on a short pass up the middle that turns into a big gain. Harris runs away from the defenders all the way down to the Aztecs' 8-yard line, a 58-yard completion. But the defense responds. With running quarterback Bert Emanuel Jr. in the game, the Aztecs get back-to-back stops behind the line of scrimmage from Trey White and Eric Butler, and that forces a short 25-yard field goal to give Central Michigan a 3-0 lead. Aztecs get the ball for the first time and move quickly downfield. Danny O'Neal to Lewis Brown for 6. Then Marquez Cooper's 6-yard run and a 12-yard screen pass to Jashawn Polk gets the ball to midfield. Then O'Neal hits Brown again, this time for 13 yards to the Central Michigan 38. But the drive stalls with 3 incomplete passes. Sean Lewis goes for it on 4th down with Danny O'Neal. It's a keeper, but it only gets 9. 1 short of the first down, and Central Michigan holds on downs. After a quick 3-and-out from Central Michigan, thanks to a tremendous hit by Deshaun McCune on 3rd down, the Aztecs get the ball back after a punt to their own 25-yard line. So you want Aztec fast? How about this? On 3rd and 8 from their own 27, O'Neal hits Nate Bennett for 34 yards to the Central Michigan 39. Then after a sack, O'Neal unloads on a deep pass to Brown all the way down to the 3-yard line. That's a 43-yard connection, and it came on a free play because of a penalty on Central Michigan. So who gets the ball next? Of course, it's Marquez Cooper for an easy 3-yard touchdown. Aztecs' first half touchdown of the season. Aztecs lead 7-3 after a 6-play, 75-yard drive in just a minute 56. But the Aztecs aren't able to keep the momentum. Central Michigan moves the ball to midfield, but on 3rd and 10, the Aztecs can't get the Chippewas off the field thanks to a 10-yard first down run from Labus to the Aztecs 40. Then after a 3rd down pass to B.J. Harris gets the ball to the Aztecs 32, Labus again keeps it and gets a first down to the 28. Then Marion Lukes takes it on the ground for 18 yards to the 10, and 2 plays later, Labus hits Lukes for an 8-yard touchdown pass. Central Michigan up 10-7 as the first quarter comes to an end, but the Aztecs with 0 penalties after leading the nation in penalties over the first 3 weeks of the season. That was a 12-play, 75-yard drive as we move to the second quarter. Steve?
In the second quarter, the Aztecs special teams, a.k.a. Phase 3 of the game of football, will contribute. On punt coverage, Chris Johnson levels the returner Dante Kemp. Bang, bang, out comes the football. It's recovered by Brady Anderson, just the second turnover of the season for the Aztecs. On the next play, Elijah Rickard will knock Danny O'Neal after he goes into a slide just outside the 5-yard line. Refs will rule a personal foul, late hit. Aztecs 1st and 10 inside the 5. Next play, another personal foul when Cooper is stood up at the line of scrimmage, and then he's thrown to the ground well after the whistle. Automatic first down for the Aztecs. Cooper, wildcat attempt, loses 4 yards. 2nd and goal, and hello, tight end Jude Wolfe over the middle, easy catch. Aztecs lead 14-10 inside 13 minutes. 3 and out for the Chippewas on their next possession. O'Neal will extend a play on the Aztecs' next possession with his feet. He'll get the ball downfield to LB, who gets 2 tippy toes inbounds for the catch, but the drive eventually stalls at midfield. More great special teams play on the punt when Tyler Postula gets help from the coverage unit. The ball downed inside the 5 by Chris Johnson. Chippewas will battle on their possession to a 3rd and short, but the Aztecs will stand that one up inside the 5-minute mark near midfield. Aztecs with another possession. Cooper will burst free inside Aztec territory. He'll gain 47 yards. A great catch then will follow by Jude Wolfe in the end zone with Chippewas offside. It's a free play for O'Neal. Aztecs scored their 3rd TD in the first half, lead 21-10. Chippewas' chance to get back on the board, battle their way to midfield by the 2-minute break. Aztecs defense will bend but not break. Stiffen on 3rd down play. Central Michigan settles for the field goal, which is good, but now we wait on a penalty flag. Refs confer, they meet, they increase their billable hours, and they get offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on Aztecs and Chippewas. For the Aztecs, number 17, Deshaun McEwen throws a punch. It is clearly shown on the replay at a big Central Michigan lineman. The refs initially say he is ejected. Man, players, I get you need to play with fire, but not at the expense of hurting your team. Aztecs now without their starting safety for the second half. Okay, now the refs will have another discussion, and they will say he is not ejected. TV talks about a sports information director for the Aztecs sprinting downstairs to let the team know what the deal is. And we still don't know at least at this point. He's back out, but always something new. Aztecs will lead the half 21-13. O'Neal, 9 of 15 in the first half, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns, 18 carries, 80 yards for Cooper in the first half. Lewis?
Aztecs get the second half opening kickoff and do absolutely nothing with it. A quick 3 and out following a sack, a Cooper run for loss of a yard, and an O'Neal scramble short of the sticks. But Central Michigan takes advantage big time with the Aztecs defense just unable to get the Chippewas off the field. It started on their own 23. Aztecs force a 3rd down, but Bryce Phillips is called for defensive pass interference to give Central Michigan another set of downs on its own 40. Again, the Aztecs force a 3rd down, this time 3rd and 6 from Central Michigan's 44, but a pass to Marion Lukes picks up 6 with 2 missed tackles from the Aztecs. On the next set of downs, CMU 2nd and 10 from midfield. Dominic Oliver tackles B.J. Harris behind the line for a loss of 5, setting up a 3rd and 15. But the Aztecs allow an 11-yard completion, and Central Michigan looks to punt on 4th and 4 from the Aztecs 45. But Aztecs caught off guard. It is a fake. Punter David Chapeau completes a 23-yard pass to a wide-open Justin Whiteside to the Aztecs 20. After 2 quarterback runs from Bert Emanuel Jr. gets the ball to the 8, the defense again comes up big with back-to-back sacks from Trey White, which makes it 3rd and goal from the 15. But Labus finds Josiah Booker for 14 yards down to the 1. So again, the Aztecs face a 4th down, this time 4th and goal from the 1, and B.J. Harris squeezes through for a touchdown. Chippewas try a 2-point conversion, and they get a second try after a Chris Johnson pass interference, but the second try, Emmanuel Jr. is stopped short. It wraps up a 15-play, 77-yard drive that took 7 minutes and 29 seconds that came with 2 third and 2 fourth down conversions for Central Michigan, and the Aztecs lead 21-19. Aztecs get the ball back and move the ball a little bit. After a first down on a defensive holding, Aztecs get a 3rd down conversion on a 12-yard screen pass to Jashawn Polk, which moves the Aztecs to the 40 of Central Michigan. But the drive stalls after 2 short runs and then a Caleb Spann sack of O'Neal. And Steve picks it up there with the start of the 4th quarter.
The Chippewas will receive a punt that Postula again knocks into the end zone with the wind at his back. Labus from the shotgun, and he's pressured. The ball comes loose, is picked up by the Aztecs, but again, an untimely penalty. Deshaun McEwen with a face mask before the fumble. So Central Michigan will regain possession at their own 35. What was I just talking about? There's a big run on first down by the Chippewas. Now the Aztecs' Chris Johnson on the ground, and he is sitting up, but play once again stopped for an Aztec defender. The CBS guys, by the way, they've apologized for problems with their TV feed, but come on, guys, you have one job. From their own 47, another big run for the Chippewas. The Aztecs want to hold, but the gain is to the Aztecs 35. A few plays later, Tano Latuli wrenches Labus for a sack. It's 3rd and 15 now. Pressure on the next play, forcing a punt. Aztecs take over on their own 25. It's 21-19. Aztecs lead. Cooper is still in the game, and on 2nd and 9, he will lead the way blocking for LB that gains 8 yards. O'Neal carries after that. He'll take a tough hit for a short gain. Another give to Cooper brings up 3rd and 5. Aztecs will convert with a middle screen to Wolf. A fresh set of downs as they approach midfield. Cooper with a short carry. The clock's at 6:40. A deep throw to the near sideline to LB for a big gain. Great game by Lewis Brown IV. The Chippewas 13. An end around by Polk does not fool the home team. It's a loss. 3rd and 12. Timeout. 4:53 to play. 3rd and 12, play action pass down the middle, misses LB. And now it's a field goal attempt by Nick Lopez. And it's wide right. So that's a demerit on the special teams at a key point in the game. 4:44 left, and it's on the 20. The home team has the ball, a carry for the short gain, and now Trey White on the ground looking like he's trying to get over a cramp. He's down, hydrating, stretching. We're going to check the time possession at this point. The home team's had the ball for 31 minutes, 34 seconds, and they helped Trey off the field with help from 2 guys on the Aztec staff. Next play's a big one, though. Downfield to Murray and Lukes for 43 yards. A huge play to the Aztecs 35. 2 plays later, Dominic Oliver gets a tackle for a loss to the 38. 3rd and 13. Now Bryce Phillips with the interception. Phillips, a huge return to the Chippewas 11. Classic Aztecs defensive play from the old school. The takeaway turns into an attempt to score. It's the play of the game to this point. Aztecs will run 3 straight running plays to Cooper, bring up 4th and 9. Another field goal attempt with a 2-minute warning coming up. Here's the 27-yard field goal attempt by Lopez, and this one's dead left. The Chippewa fans celebrate. 1:56 left. It's a hard-fought game on both sides. It's going to come down to the final moments. Aztecs thus far have left points on the field on special teams and have not scored in the second half. Back in the D's hands, though. Now, before going any further, Lewis, more about that McEwen ejection in the second quarter. It was overturned. The explanation is he extended an open hand at his opponent, hence a slap and not a punch. Still need to rein in that kind of play, especially in close games such as the one we are in now, because you never know when those sorts of things can make a difference. And is that right? Going into the final stanza, Central Michigan dominating time of possession. 28 minutes to the Aztecs 17. Aztecs get the ball after Central Michigan punt. There goes the TV feed. First the audio, then froze picture. Come on, CBS Sports Network, get it together. Once things start going again, Aztecs with the ball at midfield, following a penalty. The give to Cooper, who gains close to 8, but now the Aztecs' bell cow is slow to get up. He's still on the ground as we go to another break. He ends up back in the game after the break, and now we're following the more reliable radio feed from San Diego Sports 760. 3rd and 11 call from John Schaefer, a big sack for the home team from pressure that comes straight up the middle. And we have another injured Aztec defender down during the ensuing possession. J.D. Coffey III now laid out. Chippewas, another shot at a come-from-behind win this week. They're getting Coffey off the field with help. It's 3rd and short from their own 37, a straight-ahead run for a first down. There's 1:35 left. Deep pass incomplete by Labus. Another McEwen pass breakup follows. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. A minute 22, Labus, a short scramble, 4th and 7 at their own 44. Here we go. It's less than 50 to play. A hard, deep pass over the middle is complete, and they are alive at this point, and 10 yards from field goal range. Yeah, that pass play was complete to the Aztecs 35. Central Michigan will call their final timeout with 28 seconds left. The wind at their backs for the field goal attempt. Chippewas in their burgundy and gold, 2nd and 5. They will try to draw the Aztecs offside. Instead, one of their guys moves. It's 2nd and 10 now. at the 40 for the Aztecs. A quick pass incomplete, 25 ticks left. 3rd and 10 complete for a first down at the 28, 19 seconds left. Here comes the spike. The clock stops at 19. A chance for the Chippewas to get closer just inside field goal range. They'll come up with an incomplete pass, 3rd and 10, 14 seconds left. And now they will take a look at field goal. Here comes the field goal kicker, Tristan Madsen, 46-yard field goal attempt, give the home team the lead. Instead, they will send him back out, bring Labus in. He'll take a deep pass that will run the clock down to 10 seconds left. And here is the field goal attempt, and it's money. It splits the uprights. They now lead 22-21. There's 5 ticks left. Going to take a miracle now, or you are looking straight down the barrel at a 1-3 start for Aztec Fast. Aztecs cover a squib kick downfield with 4 seconds left. Now the Chips defense is back, looking more like kickoff coverage. O'Neal will complete a pass to LB. He will run downfield looking for someone to lateral to. No one is there. He goes down. This one's in the books. The home team, another come from behind win. The Aztecs with a much longer ride on the plane back home to take a look at the game tape on Sunday and see what there is to learn from this one. On San Diego Sports 760, Coach Lewis on the postgame show for the Aztecs, taking the slings and arrows, saying he and his coaching staff need to do a better job leading down the stretch, which is admirable, but coaches coach, players make plays. Here's Coach Sean Lewis on the offensive futility in the second half and the 2 missed field goals.
I think the guys, did a good job with the calls that we were making. Got to do a better job of shaking the guys free in the second half with the positions that we're putting them in. That's on me and the positions that we have them in. Tip of the cap to Central Michigan and the adjustments that they made at halftime and the pressure that they were able to generate. Yeah, we always consistently talk within the program, do the next thing the right way, right? So have belief, have confidence in every guy that's in that locker room and continue to pour into them. And again, it's all about doing the next thing the right way so we continue to improve, we continue to compete as we move through this season and we move through this journey.
So, yeah, Lewis, my key stats on this game, 2 missed field goals, 0 second half points, and a 1-3 record at this point in the season. Over to you now for some final thoughts.
Steve, as I said at the beginning, there were some fantastic individual efforts. I mentioned Trey White with 3 sacks before he left the game. But Danny O'Neal played really well. He threw for 246 yards and a touchdown. No interceptions. Marquez Cooper rushed for 111 yards and a touchdown. And Lewis Brown IV, 6 catches for 149 yards. So a lot of great offensive efforts from San Diego State. My friend John Howard over at Channel 8 mentioned to me that it looks like the Aztecs called that timeout at the end before the winning field goal when there was just 1 second left on the play clock. And I looked it back, and that's indeed what happens. So I'm wondering exactly what was going through Sean Lewis's mind there. But Central Michigan did get a chance to kick it and made good on that 46-yard field goal. Steve, wrap this one up.
Okay, we'll wrap up this edition of Aztecs All In with the Aztecs dropping a tough one on the road against MAC foe Central Michigan. We'll be back next week with more from the coach and players in our next episode before the Aztecs face Hawaii at home in their first Mountain West Conference game of the season. Check us out on the X, Aztecs_all_in. Send your darts and laurels our way by email, aztecsallin@gmail.com. So for Louis Weiner, this is Steve Perez. Good day, mates.